just gone wild.
Hey y'all. I hope this thing's on. Okay, I've been trying to make this video for a week and I just ain't been able to do it, but we're doing it today and I'm excited for it because I have digitized my very first, I guess you could call it a font. It's more of like, it's a whole alphabet, but it's large letters, and I did a double applique script. It looks like this on my Etsy shop. And today I'm going to be making a mock-up to put in my other Etsy shop to offer the sweatshirts. So if you do embroidery, you can hit Sassy Needle Co. for the file. And if you don't do embroidery, but you just want to order from me, you can catch the sweatshirt at Wonderful Day Boutique. Today I'm going to do my mock-up with the camo, of course. And I am going to use this red gingham fabric. I feel like I got this one at Walmart, to be honest with you. And I'm going to use my Kiki's sequins. I do use the high density sequins. I've got some low density coming because I just want to see the difference and I want to be able to show you all the difference. So I've got some low density coming, but this is a high density red sequins, Kiki Textile. If you're going to order you some sequins, this is my discount code. I am going to get this sweatshirt hooped up. We need to do some heat and bond on this fabric. So let's get to stitching. Come on. I am running this design on my MELCO Summit. I will be using red thread and it is Madeira 1637, and I'm using my 13 by 15 Mighty Hoop. If you need Mighty Hoops, I do have a free shipping link. They don't do codes anymore, but if you click my link in the description, it will give you free shipping. If you are in need of Mighty Hoops, hit up that free shipping. So let's go to the summit and get this set up. Okay, as I'm coming over to my summit, I've already got my red thread up there, so I just need to load it into the screen. I need to pick what I need. Now, in my last video, somebody asked me if you could toggle the design like you can on the previous keypads on the summit screen, and you can. Right down here is that little crosshairs button. And at the top of that screen, you'll hit right here and it shows you where you can pick your first position and your second position. And once you do that, it will adjust your design. So that is how you do that on the summit screen. I need to change my colors. So, and this is the design we're working with. Digitized it myself. So we're gonna go over here and pick our colors, and I'm just gonna use red for both the inside and the outside. I think that's what will look best. So we are cutting the fabric and the HTV, not HTV. I'm losing it, guys. I'm cutting my heat and bond. So Let's see, I'm gonna do my sequence just a little bit smaller. You can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, so we got that. I am at my heat press and we are going to put heat and bond on the back of our fabric. So I like to put it on a piece of parchment paper because I do the sticky stuff face down and it just keeps from ruining the padding. So I'm going to do my fabric down and heat and bond. Now your heat and bond is going to be, this is the paper side, this is the sticky side. It's not sticky until you heat it, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to go sticky side, texture side down, paper side up, and that's going to be how so you've got your fabric and the sticky side is touching your fabric, and this is already heating up, and when it does, the heat and bond starts to curl. So I'm going to put this on top just to keep that heat and bond from curling all the way up. This is the HTV Ront, the newer version. My settings are on 330 temp, and I've got it at a pressure of 170, and it's automatic, so I just push it in and it puts itself down. You only have to press this for about, I don't know, 6 to 10 seconds. It doesn't take very long at all. And it does, this heat press does automatically lift. I've got it set to 30 seconds and it just doesn't need to take that long. So I just push the button to let it back up. And we're gonna set this to the side and let it cool. Got my sequence. We're gonna do sequence side down. And I've got a couple of bigger pieces over here, so I'm going to cut them down to size. And I like to keep my heat and bond pieces because you can use your extra pieces, like scrap pieces, to piece them together, and then that way you have no waste with the heat and bond. And we're back in, same 330, 6 to 10 seconds. Doesn't take very long. And now we're back over here. I do wait for my heat and bond to cool all the way down. If you peel it when it's hot, the sticky will peel off with the paper. So you want to wait till it's cooled down. And you want to make sure you peel your paper off. Do not forget that. Otherwise it defeats the purpose. So peel your paper off. Your fabric will look like this. This sticky side goes against your sweatshirt. I'm going to go ahead and start tacking this down while the other one's cooling. So the gingham is tacked down and it is running a trace stitch for my sequence right now. You don't have to run the trace stitch. You could skip it, just lay this down and go ahead and tack it down. But I want to show you a little something. I've had a few people ask, how can we get the middle of the A out without cutting through the sweatshirt? And I've got a little trick for you. So what I like to do is so we've got our We've traced out the center one. We know that our hole is going to be right here. So if you lay this down, and you have to be very careful doing this, you can't let it move after you do this. But if you lay this down, peel this back, this is where your hole is. And what you can do is go in with your scissors and just snip a tiny little hole right here where you're going to cut out this A. That will save you from cutting through your new fabric or your sweatshirt. Go in, and I'm left-handed, so I'm going to try not to cover up the camera, but I'm just going to make a little bitty snipsy right here. Now, since I did that, I have to be careful to not let my fabric move. But that will help save you from cutting through. So we're going to tack this down now. Okay, so now it's all tacked down and we're ready to cut it out. I do have a special pair of scissors that I use to cut out my sequins, and it is these Ginger. They're double curved 6-inch applique scissors. They're in my Amazon link, so catch that in the description if you need some really good scissors. They're not just for sequins, but they cut the sequins like butter, and so I really like to use these for the sequins. I want to say it's not necessary to cut the bottom layer and then put it on and tack down the top layer and then cut that. You can just tack it all down at the same time as long as you're tacking it down in order. It just saves time that way. So tack down both your layers and then cut them both at the same time. It'll save you some time.
Rolling early with a fresh blank shirt, one clean hoop and a little work. Watch that needle do a magic trick, line by line it's click 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 from the
all right, right here is the hole that we made, so I can just slide straight in there without having to worry. I can see what I'm doing. If I lay it against my sleeve, there you go, you can see. You'll notice that the tips, let me see, you probably see it better that way. The tips are pointed up and this part is touching my sweatshirt fabric. That's how you want it to be on your sweatshirts when you're cutting. Don't point the tip down unless you're like in a corner that you need to snip. But if you're just going along the edges, make sure that you've got these level, not pointed down. When you point them down, you're more likely to snip through your shirt.
The front room to the back wall, names in thread and we want them all. Tiny bird, big grin, perfect seam. This is how we live the dream. Pull it tight, let it spin. One more pass and we're back again. Hold that edge, keep it neat now. Everybody count the beat. Stitches gone wild, stitches gone wild. Fresh thread, fresh style. Stitches gone wild. Make that shirt say wow. Make that shirt say wow. We do it right now. Stitches gone wild.
We are completely cut out. Didn't take very long. And I did remember I tacked down this sequence with a white thread because unless you're just really good, you want to tack down your sequence with a different color than what your sequence is. But I like it. I'm proud of it. So we're gonna go put it on the machine and it's gonna run the satin stitches. And now since we tacked both top layer, bottom layer at the same time, cut them out at the same time, the satin stitches can go at the same time. And that's how I have my designs set up, to where you tack, it's a tray stitch, tack stitch, tray stitch, tack stitch, and then both satin stitches at the same time. Set it up that way just to save you some time. So let's go back to the machine.
It up with a perfect flex. Gold on black, white on blue. Anything we touch comes through. No sleep, just laughs and shines. Stacked up orders, every line. Put your hands up, past that hoop. We're the loudest little crew.
Alright, y'all. It is finished. This is how it came out. I think it looks pretty good. So now we're gonna take it, we're gonna finish it out. I had a couple people ask me how I do the cloud cover and everything on the back, so I'm gonna walk you through that. So we gotta take it off the hoop. We're gonna flip it inside out, and I'm gonna cut away just the extra stabilizer. Alright, we're gonna go over to the heat press. On the heat press we go, and we're still at 330, 320, 330 is where you need to be. I've got pressure at 170. If you've got just a manual knob, just press it to where when you press it down, it's stiff. That's how I like to do mine. And I'm going to just cut this to size. So that's how it looks like. And this it's called cloud cover. I have it in my Amazon link. It's soft on one side, and there's a little bit of a sparkle to the other side, and it's got kind of a texture to it. The texture side down, soft side up on this. Because that texture side is what is going to adhere. So we're just gonna go in. I'm gonna press this for 30 seconds. This just finished, and so now I'm going to flip it right side out, and I'm just gonna press it one more time for the full 30 seconds. We do have 2 layers of fabric with the heat and bond on them. And so I just like to press front side too when we're using heat and bond, just to make sure we get a good press and the heat and bond adheres all the way. And since I've got my pretty stuff on the front, I'm going to cover it up with this sheet. This is just like I think they call it like a Teflon sheet or something. It comes with the heat press. You can use parchment paper, just something to cover. And I'm just gonna press for another 30 seconds. I forgot to show you what the inside looks like after the cloud cover is on it. This is what it looks like. And that cloud cover, all it does is it just, it keeps it from the stitching from being so itchy on your skin. It doesn't stay very well with t-shirts, but it does great with sweatshirts. But I like to put it on everything, because you know, stuff doesn't soften up, like the stabilizer and everything, until 1 or 2 washes. And so it just helps keep everything soft for the first couple wears. So I put the cloud cover is in my Amazon link. If you want this font, I've got it in Sassy Needle Co. And if you want the sweatshirt, it's going to be in Wonderful Day Boutique. So that's my font. I'm so proud of it. I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope I know I had answered some questions from some last videos. If you try out this font, I want to see pictures. Tag me on Facebook. I'm on all the socials. On here on YouTube, hit the notification bell, like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to do those things, but it does help me be able to make more videos like this. So I hope this video was a help to you. If you have questions, put those in the comments. And I'm so proud of this font. I digitized it myself. So I'll catch you next time. Bye.
Stitches gone wild. Stitches gone wild. Fresh thread, fresh style. Stitches gone wild. Make that shirt say wow. Make that shirt say wow. We do it right now. Stitches gone wild. One more name, one more flame.